Sukuna is not returning because he decided to go south. Now, I've seen a ton of theories lately about people thinking Sukuna is going to return before the end of the series. And people saying, well, if we have theories about Gojo, why can't we have theories about Sukuna? And of course, you absolutely can. I just don't think they're the same, and let me explain why. When it came to theories about Gojo's return, they were all predicated around the same line. And as we all know by now, it's Nanami saying if you want to be born anew, go north. If you want to stay the same, go south. Of course, there's way more to the theory, like sacrificing the 6 eyes, the 7 lotus flowers, etc., but it was all predicated around that one dialogue. Well, if we apply that same dialogue to Sukuna, then it's quite evident that he's not returning. Because as we know, Akutami has made multiple different references to Buddhism in JJK. And in the chapter where Yuji and Sukuna are walking all around his domain expansion, right before Yuji says he has the power to defeat Sukuna, they literally show a Buddha statue, making it as on the nose as possible. So Yuji, in this case, of course, would be Buddha, and he is going to give Sukuna the opportunity to either go north or go south. And he does this right after he gives Sukuna the meanest Black Flash in history. Because this Black Flash punches Sukuna so hard, it knocks Megumi out of his control. And then Yuji looks down at Sukuna and gives him the opportunity to go north or south. But what do I mean by that? Well, he literally tells Sukuna, what's it going to be? You can return back to my body, and even though nobody will accept you, I will. You and I can live on side by side. He was giving him an opportunity to continue to live on. All he had to do was change. But Sukuna, being Sukuna, turns this down. He literally mocks Yuji, saying, I can't believe you've been able to keep up this farce for so long. And then his final word says, don't underestimate me, I am a curse. And then he fades away. That's his last moment. So Yuji was playing his part in Buddhism, giving him an opportunity to go north and change, to go back into his body and live on. Or go south, like Nanami says, and stay the same, which Sukuna did decide to do. This was a clear-cut decision by Sukuna. Whereas when we compare it to Gojo, his response to Nanami was, I see. And then to actually look contemplative before they show everyone smiling and laughing. Which some people can say that is him making a decision, and that's totally fine for an interpretation as well. But I feel like between the two, one was a lot more apparent and on the nose about what the decision was, while the other one was a lot more ambiguous. Besides, where we're currently at, it fits the narrative of what Akutami said he planned from the very beginning, which is amongst these three and Gojo, either one will live and everyone else will perish, or everyone else will perish and one will live. And with Gojo gone and these three alive, it makes sense that these three would be the ones to continue on to the end of the series. The absolute only way I could actually see him bringing Sukuna back is if he wants to have one of those dark manga endings. And for everyone who says, oh, well, isn't that Akutami's thing? Doesn't he want us to suffer? No, because look at his original project of JJK Zero. That ended in a pretty wholesome and happy note. Yes, not everything was peachy clean because Gojo did technically have to unalive his best friend. But Yuta did lift the curse on Rika and continued on as a sorcerer, and he was able to save everybody, continue on his life with his friends. So while I'm in no way dismissing the possibility that Sukuna could come back, I just think it's unlikely. And I don't think the number one motivator for Akutami bringing him back would be just to make us all miserable. But like usual, this is just my opinion. Let me know what you guys think.